Hate to bring this back up again. I wish that I was feeling different. I can't pretend I might need more medicine. It's getting worse for the poison setting in. Out of my mind, 'cause you told me you love me, I'm ready to prove. You took the scales when you didn't want to lose it. Thought you knew 'cause you thought I was guarded. Playing the seeds, but I'm one of the garden. Don't wanna leave me, say goodbye. At least I gave it a try. 'Cause I'm afraid to be on my own. I know that it's better than pretend that you're still on. You become a stranger. Don't need to say for nothing. That's me being honest. You got a taste of my loving, and I got it back. I remember. How could you defend it? Made me a contender, yeah. Even worse is I know that I know better. It's crazy how I lost my way. Ain't going on the place, so I didn't try to. So I can't believe we said goodbye. I know that I tried. But I was not afraid to be on my own. So I know that it's better. It's better than pretending you're still home. You've become a stranger. No longer afraid. No, better than pretending you're still home. You've become a stranger. Don't need to stay for nothing. That's me being honest. You got a taste of my loving. Now I got it back. I'm more than.
Yes, good evening, good afternoon from my end, good evening from my end, good afternoon from your end, wherever you're listening to me from, good morning. I don't know what's the time on your end, but anyway, karibuni sana to another beautiful episode of the Africa Today show. This is the Black Fire Network radio station. In case you are tuned in here for the first time, but in case you have been with us throughout the day, karibu sana once again. It is exactly 20 minutes past 8 p.m. right here in the 254. And a quick shout out to everyone with us on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, on the radio station, and also on the show page live. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Mine has been amazing. I can't wait to wrap up the show, go rest. Today I've been literally at work earlier than I am, than the usual time of me. But anyway, we gotta do what you gotta do. Shout out to you, Iano, karibu sana. Hope you're doing amazing. And of course, karibuni sana to everyone also listening to us on the YouTube page and also on Facebook. I do believe Maria is live as well, but we shall be continuing. Shout out to those who are streaming live with her. If you're able to catch up with the show, and if you're able to catch up with the show on a replay also of Demore, kindly ensure you do. Tomorrow we shall be sharing a very interesting story. It has come to our attention. Yeah, it has come to our attention. I don't know how many of you have been able to catch up with Demore on the 7 a.m. news, but it did share a snippet of what I'll talk about tomorrow on my major focus of the day on the Pan-African Bliss Show, where it has come to our attention. When you talk about the African ignorance, I swear this is just not matching it's not matching my mindset at this point. Like, how don't we know organic fertilizer? You know, we were just arguing with Demori before he started this show, and he was like, "Ah, yo, Joby, I've ever seen," because he he was like, asking me if I'd seen the video. I was like, nah, I've not seen the whole thing. So checking on the video, I'm like, yo, why are these people complaining? And this is fertilizer. Then he's like, nah, they are being lied to. That is organic fertilizer. And I'm like, pause. You want to tell me people don't know organic fertilizer? Do you know how delusional this sounds? No, being honest, this is so crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That is just something astonishing. And when you talk about the level of ignorance, this is just at another different type of, oh my god, I can't fathom my mind. And then when you tend to listen to the video and the people are testifying or giving their testimony um for falling for this trap that the government did keep us through, that was our last government, the people who served us last before the previous, before the current government. If you know, they did subsidize fertilizer and end up sending, that is 5 point what billion, and ended up, oh my god, this is just so crazy. We shall be sharing the whole scenario tomorrow, so tune in on the Pan African Bliss show and catch up with the show, because it's crazy. I swear, I can't connect the dots, being honest. It's the fact that Africans don't know organic fertilizer. I understand, because I tried checking on the percentage. Pause it. Oh yeah. I tried checking on there's something playing on my background, so that's why I was like, pause, yeah. I tried checking on the percentage of organic fertilizer availability in Kenya, and it is 20 to 40%. That was by 2022. So if you try look at how the math is not math in 5 billion with 20% production of only, or availability of organic fertilizer, it's crazy. But shout out to Africans, man. Yo, shout out to Africans. It is crazy. I still can't believe it. Trust me, I'm still in shock, being honest. It is, it makes so much sense how Africans are so easily dominated, how it is so easy to conquer the mindset. It is crazy. You can't make it up. You can't literally make it up at all. But anyway, karibuni sana once again for those who are just getting here. I'd love to start our conversation today by going to what is happening in Uganda. And of course, we have news coming in from Uganda. I don't know what Maria and Setu are literally talking about, but there's something that actually did happen that was last week, if I'm not wrong. And I want to start with that before I get to share a video. Still, as we get to connect and understand the ignorance of Africans, the culture, how we've literally thrown away our culture and don't understand this. Today, I'll be sharing a couple of videos. I have less articles to read unless we go back to history, or rather, what we shall be talking about as we find some articles to read. But today I have much more of the videos. Shout out to Keith for doing a show yesterday. That was so amazing, and I bet you guys did speak a lot that I should have actually discussed today, including what Joe Biden said and a lot of things that did happen during the weekend. Shout out to Freedom Media Channel in the building. Karibu sana. Hope you're doing great. Brother, hope your day has been amazing because you've been with us throughout the day, and I hope you are doing amazing so far. But straight to what is happening in Uganda, I want to read this article where I don't know if you guys, how many of you were tuned in on the Pan African Bliss show last week, one of the episodes where we discussed about the East Africa currency that actually came out as a fake currency and that actually has been going viral, apparently. It has been going viral. Remember from the article we were reading that they did actually come up with this currency of using the shilling and using the franc. That is, I think the France. I don't know if it's a France cent or I don't know what it is, but yeah, they used franc, and that they call it share franc. If I'm not wrong, share franc. But I want to read something about it because I can see that Ugandan man was the one who actually was behind the fight, the fake viral East African currency, and they is shocked by its success. So I want to check what success is it all about, because I remember the last time we checked when they discussed about whether we were alerted about an East African currency, we were told it's fake. So why is it going viral? So they're saying to the casual observer, it seemed like the long cherished dream of a new single currency for East Africa had become to fruition. An account on Twitter called Government of East Africa, complete with a great take, suggesting it was the real deal, releasing an image of a specimen note worth 5 Shiafras, that's how they called it, featuring a coat of arms and a spear of a signature from the central bank governor. The name Shiafra was coined by combining shilling of East Africa and franc currency in use of the region, which was a red flag. Because if we want to build our own currency, why can't we use Africa? Why do we need She Africa? What is that? Disgusting. That is disgusting. Yeah, but saying that the original post from last Sunday were viewed more than 1 million times, going viral after being picked up by major blogs and at least one popular online media outlet in Kenya, and it was reported as a launch. The truth was still putting its shoes on, and the apparent news of the single currency is still spreading. Some enthusiastically welcomed the idea, me being one of them, being honest. I was one of them. I was so happy, literally seeing that for once we are thinking, especially the East Africa community, because I've said and discussed. And if you look at the things, man, I'm really pissed off as I talk about North Africans understanding organic. I feel like sharing that video even right now. I feel like I can't wait till tomorrow because I feel like ranting. Why? The ignorance level of Africans is really irritating, being honest. What? I'm pissed off. My blood is boiling. I'm really, really pissed off. I think I might share the first episode and then share the next episode tomorrow for those who manage to catch up with um for those who will manage to catch up with me on the Pan African Bliss show. It's really pissing. But anyway, yeah, they're saying that some enthusiastically welcomed the idea. Like I said, me being one of them, I thought for once probably maybe East Africa is gonna be the beginning of Africa thinking building its own currency, but I was wrong. While others debated the name and the design, of course, because why come with a Shiafra? And why can't it have the African map? We have spears. What are spears representing again? Are we talking about the African spears, or are we talking about some European nonsense? I mean, what is it? But they're also saying finally the East Africa community, a block of 8 countries, because remember Somali is one among the countries that joined recently. Shout out to UK Williams, I see you. Stepped in to say it was not true. No sound? What you mean? For real? You can't hear me? You're kidding. They have been ranting. Nobody told me I have no sound. You're joking, right? Oh, damn. Why didn't anyone tell me I have no sound? You're joking, right? No, I do have sound. Oh, damn. Why didn't anyone tell me I have no sound? Check your mic, K. Williams. You check your mic. Mine is okay. God damn, you got me there for a minute. I was like, what? What? You got me there for a minute. But anyway, Karibu-san, I see you. What? Ah, man. Enough with your games. Yeah, okay, okay. Thank you, Sana. And of course, Karibu, you got me there for a minute. I was like, what? 15 minutes going, nobody told me I have no sound, and I see so many of you paying attention to me. What are you listening to? But anyway, thank you. They sound, check yours, K. Williams. Mine is okay. Damn. Let me check. You got me there for a minute. I was like, what? 15 minutes going, nobody told me I have no sound, and I see so many of you paying attention to me. Family, let me know if you guys can hear me or it's just K. Williams. Kindly, anyone, because I see. Yeah, you can literally hear my feedback from this other laptop. So K. Williams, to check your sound, I guess. Mine is fine. And to everyone who's also with me, let me know. if my sound is okay, but I do hear myself. Yeah, it's K Williams, man. K Williams, check your sound. Yeah, it's K Williams, man. Yeah. Do you got me tripping? K Williams, turn up the volume of your phone. Mine is very okay. But anyway, family, you're joking. I know you're joking. Let me just continue. You need to check your phone and your sound because I hear myself. Sister Sinovia says, and she has confirmed she can hear me. So it's you. But anyway, we continue. We continue. You shall catch up with the show on a replay in case you miss out, K Williams, because I can't help you from there. I really can't. My sound is very cool. But yeah, back to the story. Before I continue, so we say that they say that some enthusiastically welcomed the idea while others debated the name and the design. And finally, the East Africa community, a block of 8 countries, stepped into, and it was said it was not true. And the man behind what turned out to be the fake single currency said he was surprised at how the news spread at the attention. And this showed actually, like me personally, how people have, and we have people who are literally awoke, and they have thought of the idea like myself, and we have people who actually also didn't like the name, it's being called Shiafra, and the design of it. Kid, can you hear me?
I hear you. I might be going
Oh,
in and out,
okay.
but I hear you.
Hey, Williams might be joking with me here because he tells me I have no sound. He got me for a minute. I'm like,
No, you
how
got.
am I talking for
Yeah, you
15
got.
minutes without no sound?
Yeah, you got sound. I hear you good. Now, I might
Oh,
go in and out right now, but I do hear you.
okay, it's okay. But anyway, Karibu Sana. I was just talking about I started with Uganda. Uh, with what is happening, and that is when we had the fake East African currency, which went viral. And I was just talking about it, where the man who was behind it has been discovered, and for him, he says it is a shock that actually to see that idealistically there are some people who had this idea in their mind, and they did actually um, praise the idea of East Africa having its own currency. Because personally, I was also happy. I was like, hey, wait, this is something. This is a beginning of something, but we came to
I,
discover that
I,
it is all
I told you it was a fake. I
mm-hmm,
told you it was
yeah,
a
you
fake.
did. Yeah, you did. But I tried, I just had a different
It's a
mindset.
good.
And
It's a
according,
good idea. Yes, it's a good
yeah,
idea. It wanted to
but
happen, of course.
yeah, according to the article I'm reading, they're saying that some people did welcome the idea, and of course, some were like,
Of
"Hey,
course.
finally, East Africa is doing something." Some people debated
Exactly.
the name because remember, it was named after a shilling of East Africa and
Mm-hmm.
franc.
Right.
Uh,
For
which they're like, "No, this is not okay," and the design
right.
of it. So it is at least something. It is good to see people have this idea on their mind, especially the citizens supporting
It
it. But
is.
it has to come only if we have a good board of the AU, which can come up with this currency, not only of East Africa, but of the whole continent, and us fully controlling our resources and not getting loans from nobody. We don't need nothing from
That's,
anyone.
that's
Mhm.
true.
It is crazy. But anyway, I was telling the family here I can't still also process what Demore was discussing, and I'm so tempted to share that video because I am so mad. Being honest, I am so mad. Being like I am so mad. I feel like crying at the same time because it's the ignorance of our people, you guys. I can't fathom this. Who doesn't understand organic fertilizers?
I
We were
know.
arguing with Demore for a minute before he started this show, and he was like, Joby, have you ever seen organic fertilizer? I'm like, wait, you've never seen organic fertilizer? How? Like, he's like, so many people don't know organic fertilizers. I'm like, what do you mean, so many people? Who doesn't know organic fertilizer? Especially you as an African telling me you don't know organic fertilizer. You sound crazy to me. You, you want to see the government, our previous
There you
government
go.
pocket 5 point something billion sold.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
That was crazy.
And if you look,
Pedophile.
no, my blood is literally boiling. I just feel like at this point, because Dimore was like, you should be mad at the government. No, I'm mad at the people too. Because if you look at the people who are talking here, it's well learned people who have clear, good English, and you should have an idea of what is happening. You should.
It's true. That's what I said too.
Ah,
Morris said I
nah,
was wrong. They eat how they
man,
know. I said, what do you mean? How they could they know? You know the difference between sand, rock, demori, and organic fertilizer?
man. This is so saddening, being honest. And then you wanna, the same thing you were saying early in the morning, you wanna ask why we are the laughing stock. I mean, you wanna question that. You wanna question why Africans are literally, especially in the continent where we are the laughing stock to the rest of the world. Hey man, this is so heartbreaking, being honest. Personally, I think I'm gonna cry after the show because this is so crazy.
It is. It is. It's on a level of corruption that like I know you. I know you told you yet. That's when I first. I said this is on a level of
We were
corruption that
debating it. We were
I can't
debating
fathom.
it before the show. We were like, nah, Dimori, no, you can't defend the people. I understand the amount of corruption, but the people can be this stupid. You wanna tell me you've been a farmer whole your life? You've been oh god, you've been buying
Exactly.
fertilizer. Oh, the first season, you can
Exactly.
see your production has failed. The second season, that you don't question something is wrong. Ah man, no, 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 no. I'm really, really broken. I'm pissed off.
Okay,
And I'm not.
it's heartbroken. That's heartbroken. I said something is bad, Joby. Somebody's supposed to be unalive, Joby.
Oh,
Period.
I want to share this. I can't wait till tomorrow. Being honest, I want to rant it out. I just want to feel good. Okay, I wanna let it off. I just want to let it off my chest. I can't sleep in this. I can't. What? I can't. Nah. Shit. Shout out to Uhuru, man. Man, shout out to this government. Shout out to these people. Damn. It's how you
It's
can.
so terrible. Yeah.
And you understand, politics is a game, how they have been able to master the ignorance of their people so well, so well, to this point
But
how you
that,
can live.
but yeah, but that right there ain't even politics, Joe. But that right there is evil on a level that's unfathomable.
Mhm.
That's a little evil. Like I just don't give a damn. I don't care about the country, other people that's got to depend on the food supply.
Mhm.
It's about me and nothing. I know ain't nothing gonna happen to me. My people too ignorant. I'm not gonna be held accountable.
And then
Any other country, I'm thrown in prison or I'm executed. Good, Joe.
you want to slow the production of food because that is number one. You've slowed this production of food literally, and then the skyrocketed the the cost of food as well.
Gonna go
Slow
up.
down food production, skyrocketed the price of food commodity. God damn, brought us genetically modified food. I mean, tell me why I have no reason to be angry. And then I was telling Dimore, at this point, if tomorrow we don't see no demonstration or anytime soon, then these farmers are also dummies. Let me tell you, these people are. We should be seeing a demonstration, actually a
Yeah,
revolution taking over. I'm mad, being honest. I'm really
yeah,
mad.
yeah. So
I'm mad seeing this is what our people.
not only did they steal the fertilizer money, they charged people for the fake fertilizer and then stole that money. God
Personally, I
damn.
was telling Dimore because he asked me if I've seen organic fertilizer. Yes, and I can tell you organic fertilizer how it looks. But from this video, being honest, if you've never seen any organic fertilizer, you'd be convinced like these farmers we're about to see here how they were convinced. Because the moment I saw it,
Okay,
I asked Dimore, you want to say this is sand, this is not fertilizer? Because organic fertilizer does look like this, but I can tell from
okay,
this,
okay, okay.
I know it smells. Gee, this is so sad. K. Williams, can you hear us right now? Let us know.
That, that must be UK. I hear Joby loud and clear, and I'm in a bad area.
Mhm.
For about 2 years, Unsuspecting and gullible farmers have bought and used a
Yeah,
product being
see,
marketed
gullible
as
means,
subsidized.
see, remember, pause there, Joby. Remember, gullible means ignorant. It's a nice way of calling you stupid. You call you gullible means stupid, but it's a nice way of calling you gullible. I mean, calling you stupid. That's what gullible
Man,
means. So they even tell them right there, these gullible farmers, without calling them, they want to say that they're stupid.
so crazy. So, shout out to you, Jaba Karibu Sana. Hi to you too, and welcome to the Africa Today show. Shout out to Byron Scott. Hope you're doing amazing. Nice to see you.
Organic
Hold on, Byron.
fertilizer.
Hold on, Jibba Jab. That shit looks like sand to me,
I
Joby.
believe that
I'm sorry.
It looks like.
It looks like sand to me. That don't look like
It
no
is
fertilizer to
sand.
me. I
This is
know.
sand. Oh
That
my
don't look
God.
like that don't look like fertilizer to me.
Yeah, you let's just listen to this, man.
it was organic because
If you look at, I've seen now, this is our organic. Being honest, you'd be convinced, and I understand why they were convinced, because I've dealt with organic fertilizer personally. Like I've said, I've grown up in a farming environment or family. That was when I was young, and I used to be
Yeah,
very
farming
active
environment.
in farming. As much as I was not, very active, like physically, I
Yeah,
used to see everything and
yeah,
observe everything happening. I used to be
yeah.
very keen.
I've never seen organic fertilizer that is packed.
Imagine.
But little did they know what it actually is,
lakini ukweli ni kwamba inachimbwa chini pale Kariandusi,
or its impact on their crop.
And to understand the ignorance of Africans, you're about to see so many witnesses right here, but none of them thought of covering their face. And understanding who we're dealing with when you expose the truth, none of them dare to even cover their face. Like, I'm the truth teller. Okay, you're going to be found out. You fuck around and found out.
Ilimea tu
You're going to do to you.
lakini ilikuwa yellow na ikui iko tu hapo haikui.
In this documentary, Africa Uncensored exposes what appears to be a grand scheme to reap from the fertilizer subsidy program.
Na pengine mkisafirisha barabarani mkwa mnasimamishwa na polisi.
tulikuwa tunawaambia
So the guy is being questioned when they transport them. Isn't the police officer stopping them to ask them, what are you carrying? But the answer is, once you say you're taking, or the government sent you, you're given a pass-through. So that is one amount of corruption we have, and the fear people have when they hear the name government. Because we're talking about the top officials. We're talking about, people scared for their life not to go against the government. Crazy.
na serikali, hakuna venye wangetusimamisha.
Unasema umetumwa na serikali.
We have whistleblower accounts, scientific tests and documentation that leads right to the door of what may be the creators of possibly one of the country's most sinister plans to compromise Kenya's food security.
Destination was NCPB. All of them, NCPB was the destination.
"2022 was a tough year for farmers in Kenya. A prolonged drought and delayed rains threatened the very basket from which the nation feeds. Then came a biting fertilizer crisis that caused panic among farmers and other stakeholders in the agriculture sector. Days of even deeper hunger were looming.
When people wanted to plant, the fertilizer had not yet arrived. But when they arrived, hazikuwa.
I mean, you can tell this someone who has gone to class, for crying out loud. You can construct a whole sentence in English. You don't know how to read. You don't understand when things are not working correctly.
Enough. Sasa farmers scrambled for them. It was around May. Sasa ilibidi niingie kwa mfuko, niingie kwa loans, nikachukua loan, kanunua mbolea na mbegu. Lakini vile linipanda, nikapata faida kidogo.
The shortage also experienced in other parts of the world was mainly attributed to the Russia-Ukraine war, which affected supply of the commodity.
And we are not saying there is no problem. There is a problem. We need to address it together. You need to provide us the money to subsidize fertilizer. That's the bottom line.
It was imperative that action was taken immediately to address the issue at hand. And so began a series of subsidy programs aimed at reducing the cost of fertilizer in the country.
And my administration announced a 5 billion fertilizer subsidy program.
5 billion. 5 billion family. Now, if you try check, because I checked, man, this is so crazy. I checked the availability of fertilizer. That was by 2022 itself. 20% is the only amount of 20%. And now you tell me, how did 5 billion cover 20% availability of fertilizer?
It's a lot.
Is that making sense to you? I mean, I hated math so much, but I had to calculate. I'm like, no. This is not adding up. 20%.
Joby, the math ain't mathing.
Not. Which is Taraji, man. It's not mathing. It's not.
Reduce the cost of fertilizer from Kenya shillings 6,000 to an average of Kenya shillings 2,800.
You know how of a good deal that is? I mean, from 6,000 to 2,000, I'd be happy too as a farmer.
It was good news to us.
Very good news.
Because it was announced that now we'll get fertilizers from a nearby store at a cheaper price. But practically, many farmers could not access the fertilizers because they were few.
While this brought relief to farmers.
So what the government does, and I've come to realize this, and I believe this is the scheme they used at the beginning. They subsidized the amount of fertilizer from 6,000 to 2,000, which every farmer was very happy. Like you heard, it was good news. But what they did, the first round of the distribution of the fertilizer was the true organic fertilizer. That is what I picked from here. And of course, that is going to convince so many of you. And from the testimony you're going to hear from this lady, she says, the availability of the true organic fertilizer was actually it was very few, and only a few could get access to it. And definitely understanding African selfishness, I'm not going to get the true shit and expect me to distribute it to you. You expect me to give you my real shit? No way. You go look for it. You go look for it. You go search for it. So this is what they did. They supplied the first round of true organic fertilizer. The second round is what follows.
It also set the stage for a clandestine deal between government and some so-called investors that would cost the same farmers it sought to cushion.
Now, as subsidized fertilizers continue to be distributed to National Cereals and Produce Board depots across the country, farmers have been cautioned against purchasing fake consignments of the agricultural input. Agriculture experts warn that with the subsidy program, counterfeit products will increasingly find their way into the market.
Wow. As if they didn't know. It's just the game for me.
The mizigo pale Kariandusi. Pale kwa factory ya diatomite.
Kariandusi, a sleepy settlement located in Nakuru County, about 120 kilometers from Nairobi and about 7.5 kilometers from Gilgil town. Also a famous prehistoric site, one of the main economic activities here is the mining of diatomite. But in this blue structure, tucked safely between bushland and grassland, something else is cooking, and this man, whom we will call Bob, can no longer keep silent.
Ile conscience yangu inaniambia si vizuri kufanya biashara kama hii. Lakini ni vizuri nilifanya ndio niambie ulimwengu kwamba kuna biashara inafanywa ambayo si halali.
When Bob received a call about a transport job available at this facility in Kariandusi, he accepted it without question.
Niliitiwa tu kazi na rafiki yangu kwamba kuna kazi imetokea. Kama niko available na lori zangu ziende zipakie mzigo nisipeleke. Nikienda sikuambiwa ni nini. Niliambiwa tu ni mzigo na nitapewa maagizo. Na nilipoangalia ilikuwa ni mbolea. Nikapakiwa na lori zangu zikawa tayari kwenda.
Although Bob thought he had hit the jackpot, he quickly realized that it was a venture he could not bear with a clear conscience.
Ilikuwa inachimbwa kwenye mchanga pahali tambarare.
Not only these people are they exploiting now resources. This is literally exploiting of, I don't care whether you say sand is not resources. It is part of the Mama Earth, okay? You are literally going to capture lands, because I'm certain this is probably even someone's land. You never know, because they go stealing lands, chasing away people, and they started mining to create a whole illegal business. I mean, I can't. I can't fathom Uhuru's mindset at this point. I really can't. I really just can't. I've lost words, being honest. And then we have people outside there killing themselves, You hear them beating chests. Oh, Uhuru was the best. Uhuru. God damn. What is this?
Kichakani. Acha niseme hivyo. Ilikuwa inachimbwa, inawekwa kwenye gunia, inashonwa, kisha inawekwa kwa lori.
Bob's claims seemed stranger than fiction. Could there be people willing to pass soil off as fertilizer for profit in the middle of one of Kenya's worst droughts? To confirm his claims, our crew member went undercover to this facility belonging to African Diatomite Industries Limited, posing as a worker. True to Bob's word, what we got on film was disturbing. The site is a hive of activity. These men are carrying what appears to be bags of earth scooped from this pit. Next to them is a weighing scale and a pile of bags waiting to be picked. Meanwhile, preparation for another batch of product is ongoing at this other corner.
Inakaa kama jivu. Ni mchanga, inachimbwa tu chini, ni kama jivu. Inapitishwa kwa kichungi kama ile mchanga ya kupiga plasta. Alafu inapimwa hapo na mashini kwa hapo ya kushona. Na unaambiwa zile magunia utabeba. Ilikuwa very coded. We only dealt with a phone call from Nairobi. Hata wakati umewekewa mafuta, unaenda kwa petrol station, wewe unatuma till number. Within 5 minutes umewekewa mafuta. Within 2 minutes pesa inaingia. Unawekewa mafuta, unaenda.
Bob says he witnessed this secret activity for several weeks, where with about 14 other drivers, he would transport the product packed in 25-kilogram bags and branded as GPC, an all-purpose organic fertilizer suitable for farming.
Tulikuwa tunaingia saa 3 mpaka saa 8, saa 9 hivi.
Do you understand how heartbreaking this is, being honest? You're literally risking the life of the whole country. Because the amount of counties that are about to be mentioned here are very high, actually very high in terms of production. When it comes to maize production, those are the counties that we depend on, if I'm not wrong. We're talking about Siaya, we're talking about Kakamega. This is just so crazy, being honest. This is so crazy. My heart is shattered, being honest. My heart is just melting in pain.
Kwa sababu lori ni nyingi zilikuwa zinapakiwa kwa siku. Zaidi ya lori 10, 15 hivi kwa siku. Na kila lori inabeba tani 10 ama karibu tani 10. Destination was NCPB. All of them, NCPB was a destination. Kwa sababu nilikuwa napewa receipt specific ya NCPB.
The government has set aside Kenya shillings 5,734 million to subsidize 114,000 metric tons for farmers growing food crops. The fertilizers will be available at NCPB stores countrywide, effective tomorrow morning.
NCPB, or the National Cereals...
these are criminals just walking scot-free in our country right now. They pocketed a lot of money, and they're no longer actually even in these shares that they were. That was during our previous leadership, and they managed to scam a whole bunch of citizens and risked the lives of Kenyans when literally we were crying out for food. When the cost of ugali flour went so high, I believe this was the time everyone was crying, the cost of ugali, the cost of ugali. Then we figured out these people had even stolen sacks of maize and hid them somewhere. Then they come tell us, oh, now we're subsidizing because the cost of ugali has gone, and then bringing us expired maize. I mean, I really can't, man. This is just so crazy.
Produce Board.
Sometimes I feel like the things we have to take in as reporters are just so heavy, man. Like, what is this? And I was asking Dimori, shout out to Dimori. I was asking Dimori, you want to tell me these news reporters in these mainstream medias have no clue what they are reporting? He's like, nah, some people are just, reading whatever the writers, the script they're given to present. I'm like, yeah, I understand that. And you got to do what you got to do to get your money. But you want to tell me you're so crazy, so insane to not understand what report you're giving to millions of people?
They know, Joby, it's a lie. They know. They have no integrity. That's why they're picked. They make sure they do brain typing, Joby. They make sure they are duplicitous and they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They allow them to read scripts, just read the scripts they're given, and not really tell the truth about what's actually happening on the ground. Yeah, that's why they're there. They're there because they're able to overlook and not mention the truth. Me and you can't. We didn't have to say something. We get fired. Hey, man, that's a lot. These people getting sand and shit's all fucked up. You're fired. Okay, clean out your desk.
Crazy.
Was a parastatal charged with the distribution of subsidized fertilizer across the country. That these bags of earth were being taken to the NCPB stores further strengthened claims that they weren't being sold directly to the market but under the subsidy program.
La kustaajabisha ni kwamba hata kwa hizo stores hao wenye huu mzigo walikuwa na staff wao, lakini hii product ilikuwa inakuwa controlled na area manager. Analipa na pay bill na area manager akiapprove anampatia delivery na anaenda. Kwa hivyo ni jambo ilikuwa guarded kabisa.
So the guy says this was an inside job, government to government, people from the government who had the business very well organized.
Exactly.
To the point where nobody suspect a thing. Nobody, even the workers, only for him we could figure out what is happening, but majority of the people are so even dumb not to understand what is happening over there. It is crazy, man.
Counties where Bob recalls the fertilizer was delivered include Bomet, Kisii, Homa Bay, Nandi, Uasin Gishu and Siaya.
Kuna wengine walikuwa wanaenda Murang'a, Embu, sehemu zingine za Ukambani.
His suspicions further buttressed by the special emphasis on this particular product at one of the NCPB stores.
How many counties those are? How many counties are those again?
Emphasis on this particular product.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 counties. Out of 47, 13 counties. I don't know if there was a way to call out on revolution, this is one of the ways. If there's a way people can understand what is happening, this is just one of the ways.
And they probably did it to them because they're not their tribe, mate. Who cares? They're not part of our tribe. They're your country, though. Your countrymen. But they're not our tribe, so fuck them. We're gonna fuck them. That's gonna affect everybody in Kenya's eating and the prices. So what? Fuck them.
Mm-hmm. To understand this is also a tribal thing that, and Uhuru knew what he was doing. I'm not seeing all of this being distributed to his county. I'm not seeing his county.
Exactly. Exactly. He named the county. I knew it was tribal because them being a Kikuyu, they're the ones in power. So they didn't mind doing that to those other tribes. That's how dangerous this tribal shit. You destroy a whole country. It's just a dangerous precedent. Tribal shit is dangerous.
People do support the opposition. Most of the Embu people, I'm not sure. Murang'a, those are Kikuyu, so probably support him, but I don't understand why he didn't care. East Africa, it is us, our parties. Most of the people from this place do support also the opposition. Siaya, Uasin Gishu, those are literally Raila's people. This is crazy.
at one of the NCPB stores.
Cha kushangaza ni kwamba kulikuwa na fertilizer zingine zile tuko na uzoefu nazo.
You too, K. Williams. Have a good day. Thank you for tuning in.
Lakini hazikuwa zinapewa priority kwa wenye walikuwa wananunua. Walikuwa wananunua hii gushi ambayo nilikuwa ninaona iko na dosari, ndio ilikuwa inapewa priority.
For over a year, Africa Uncensored has been investigating the circulation of GPC, a product purported to be subsidized organic fertilizer. We followed the distribution trail to confirm.
For over a year, we are in 2024, and this is when this documentary has been released. Over a year, Uhuru Kenyatta withdrew from his presidential seat. That was in 2022. In 2022 is when we had this project starting. So you want to tell me for the past 1 year, this project has been ongoing despite him still withdrawing from the seat, and people, no one. Nobody's going to be answerable for this. They're still eating a lot of money from people.
That's right. Welcome to Africa.
How dumb are you as an African person? Like, how dumb are you? I just don't get it. How dumb are you? Even if I was a first-time farmer, being honest, there's no way I'm gonna use something. They
wouldn't have got you, Joby. They wouldn't have got you with the scam. You would have said, hey.
No. Okay? You try something one time, it doesn't work for you. You try something else. That is what is called risking, especially when it comes to a business or even this kind of things. You have to risk. Okay? You have to risk. But this is why they're bringing Bill Gates, to teach you how to farm, because I understand why. I mean, it makes a whole lot of sense to me now. Why? This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing, being honest.
Farmer whistleblowers claims that the product is being sold at NCPB stores across the country.
You know it's a government scam because it's been sold at the stores. Who put it in the stores allowed to be sold at the stores? That means this corruption goes to the highest levels of the Kenyan government. That's what it's telling me.
In Meru, we were directed to pay for the product at the cashier's office before collecting it at one of the stores. We specifically chose the package that resembles the ones we captured in our secret filming at Kariandusi, even though the product is now sold in a new package. This choice is crucial in ensuring that we maintain the integrity and
This looks like the camera, the glasses camera thing. That shit is really good. You can really do a lot of investigation, because there's no way I believe they filmed this with a phone or a camera.
It is good. They weren't allowed to go on. Yeah, that was some kind of like secret camera, of course.
Authenticity of our findings. We also bought the fertilizer at NCPB stores in Sagana, Kirinyaga County in central Kenya, Tala in eastern Kenya, and Eldoret in Uasin Gishu County in Kenya's Rift
Tala is my mother's hometown.
Valley. A 25-kilogram bag of the fertilizer goes for 1,700 shillings.
Get your bag of sand, Joby's mother. Here's your bag of sand.
Back to the question, is what was being passed off as fertilizer actually organic fertilizer? While on our mission, we dropped some samples at Egerton University's Soil Science Laboratory, where Simon Misoi, the senior lab technician, will conduct an analysis.
This was Shumani's previous university, where she went to University Egerton.
Hi, you're welcome to Soil Lab.
Apart from the GPC sample, we presented 2 others from Meru that some farmers suspected to be faulty. However, they were declared genuine by the analysis. We also presented 2 more purchased from privately owned outlets for comparison as directed by the lab.
made in Kenya.
Yes.
It's called GPC.
GPC.
Organic fertilizer.
Okay.
Yes. So it's an all-purpose fertilizer.
Yes. Made in Kenya.
Made in Kenya, yes.
Actually, what we look is the nutrient content of the fertilizers.
Yep.
The normal nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium.
I mean, Africans don't know all this. Why did we go to class? Because these are things that we used to study in school. I mean, this is common science, literally. You don't know the nutrients that are supposed to be. You can't smell that shit and tell that there's nothing. This is just sand, some mud that is shit.
Magnesium, okay, that are very vital for the plants in the soil. So in essence, that is what we're going to check on all the fertilizers, if actually the contents also will be commensurate with what is on the labels.
Habari njema kwako mkulima. Kampuni ya GPC kwa kushirikiana na
these people even went ahead and did a whole commercial video. Let me tell you, it's the audacity for me. You even went ahead and did a whole commercial video, and advertised this, aired this for people to buy the fake sand.
Wow.
The audacity for me. God damn.
na National Cereals and Produce Board wanakuletea mbolea isiyo na kemikali ambayo
and they even went ahead and even got into Tanzania. I even questioned a little bit. I mean, Tanzania, the way I was so proud of my Tanzanian brothers because the farming over there is crazy, massive, impressive. But how did you allow Kenya to scam you? Oh, the subsidy bullshit. But I bet they never came back. I hope they never did. Because, once bitten, twice shy.
ina madini mengi ya nitrogen na phosphorus.
One of the key selling points of the GPC fertilizer, as is advertised online, is its organic nature, meaning that its nutrients are naturally occurring. This is different from synthetic fertilizers that are chemically formulated to achieve the nutrient balance required for the soil. It is also claimed to be more friendly to the soil and crops. But 2 weeks later, the results are out and they confirm Bob's worst fears. Misoi sheds light on a nutrient analysis conducted on a sample of the GPC fertilizer we bought in Meru.
From the analysis of all the fertilizers, there was something unique about GPC. That in terms of nitrogen, it was very low. P, that is phosphorus, it was low.
Magnesium.
Potassium, it was not, it was also low. From my expert opinion, is that that fertilizer does not measure up.
So what he's trying to say, which he's afraid to say, is that there was nothing. There was nothing. No phosphate, no nitrogen, no nothing. It was sand. Okay? Sand.
To be used for planting.
Nothing. Look at this.
The results show that nitrogen levels are below 1%, phosphorus 3.99%, and potassium at 1.60%. This is not only lower than the nutrient levels required for planting, but also a stark contrast of what is indicated on the bag, where phosphorus and potassium are claimed to measure 10% and 30% respectively. A second nutrient analysis at a private laboratory in the country reinforces these findings. All the samples we bought from Meru, Tala, Eldoret, Sagana, and another obtained from a farmer in Siaya contain trace elements of the major nutrients required for planting.
I mean, look at that beauty being there. Look at just look at that beauty.
That's beautiful.
Look at that beauty. And then this they're messing with shit.
David Ndegwa is an agronomist and commercial farmer based in Naromoro, Nyeri County.
Phosphorus ni kidogo sana.
Nothing.
Let's see the.
According to Ndegwa, the lack of nutrients also disqualifies the idea of cost effectiveness as is being sold by the makers of these products.
Yeah,
You
it's
will find
nothing.
that some of the
It's
soil
not
analysis
fertilizer. It's sand. Nothing.
is, and you take soil there, it is richer in nutrients than what is here.
Okay.
So I would, if this one is being sold, then I can put my soil in the bag and start selling.
I mean,
If you are a commercial farmer and you want to produce, let's say, from 30 bags of maize, it is most unlikely that you're going to get that from the same quantity of organic manure, because the nutrient level will be very low in organic fertilizer than from inorganic. And that's why it is advisable to use inorganic fertilizer to do commercial farming, and then leave organic fertilizers to do vegetables that are required in kitchen gardens and small quantities, because you need to use a lot, and then it becomes very expensive.
yeah, that's true. You need to use a lot.
Based on their observation and a manure compost analysis, both Ndegwa and Misoi conclude that GPC is also not an organic fertilizer.
When we talk of organic, it means that that fertilizer is made from either plant or animal waste residue. And therefore, the color is not supposed to be purely white.
Yep. It's supposed to be gray. It's supposed to be gray.
That's what I told Demore about the color. I said, get yourself about the color, Demore. How would they know? Keep the color. I said that when he's doing the show. That don't like no damn fertilizer, that shit right there. You know, fertilizer is dookie. Shit.
Supposed to be gray, not white at all.
Have the accredited laboratory results that are different from what is declared in the bag. I think that can be termed as criminal.
Yep.
With some of Bob's biggest questions answered, let us now focus on the source of the earth being passed off as fertilizer.
Niko na uhakika kwamba ni watu ambao wako na connections hata katika hii serikali ya sasa. Kwa maana kama hawana
What happened?
Kama hawana connections, hawangepata chance ya kusupply fertilizer kwa hii serikali ambayo iko.
According to its website, African Diatomite Industries Limited's main business includes the mining, processing and supply of diatomaceous earth filter aid products. These are used in filtration of fruit juices, edible vegetable oil, alcoholic beverages, sugar refining, corn syrup and resin filtration.
This is where our finished products are being, this is the finishing end of our products.
A YouTube video from a channel purporting to belong to the company explains its core business further.
Here is for filtration of Del Monte juice, and also we have Kensil 110, which is used to filter avocado juice.
Other uses of diatomaceous earth produced in the company include the manufacture of grain preservatives, paint filters and agricultural applications such as soil conditioners, also referred to as soil amendments. The use of diatomaceous earth as a soil conditioner may have been the ruse that was used to pass off this earth as fertilizer. But the key question is whether diatomite is or can be used as a fertilizer. We'll return to this question further in this story. For now, let us focus on the deal that brought this entire scheme about. News about the introduction of GPC organic fertilizer into the market was first published by several digital platforms on diverse dates between March and April 2022. This was at the start of the country's first of two planting seasons and a period in which farmers across the country had expressed fear about the cost of fertilizer. It was also during the last few months of the Uhuru Kenyatta regime.
I mean, this is
This article describes a partnership between National Cereals and Produce Board (NCPB), 51 Capital through its subsidiary GPC Farm, and African Diatomite Industries Limited to supply affordable fertilizer for a period of 2 years. It was published on 31st March 2022, a day before the then Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture Peter Munya held a press briefing to announce the fertilizer subsidy program.
The government has set aside Kenya shillings 5,734,000,000 to subsidize.
According to the article, the partnership between
I mean, you can just tell from the face of that person. This is just a criminal talking. Like, you can just tell from the face. You can tell from the faces. You can just always tell from this. This someone's drunk, probably just got over that money because he had a speech to make.
But you understand these whole systems were set up by Britain and France to be criminal systems, Joe. Not just Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, they're all criminal systems.
Man, I mean, you can add what you're saying. This is just some corruption level more than Nigeria, and like this is just way beyond, man. Because I've not had Nigeria doing anything crazy like this yet. I mean, not yet. I'll not be surprised if I see anything crazy like we've seen so far. You know, Tinubu being named.
You just don't know. You just don't know all the crazy things that they've done. That's all.
Man, I was like, shout out to Nollywood today. Shout out to Nollywood for always showing us the good images of, you know, Nigeria, but not the images we expect, you know. And shout out to the mainstream media.
That's good, but nobody wants to see nobody swimming on shit.
But the rest of the world wants to see us swimming in shit. Crazy.
5,734,000,000 to subsidize.
According to the article, the partnership between NCPB, African Diatomite Industries Limited and 51 Capital translated to millions of bags of the GPC fertilizer retailing at NCPB stores countrywide. A company registration search reveals the shareholding of African Diatomite Industries Limited, which includes Secretary Victoria Nthenya Muya and companies Tradeworld Kenya Limited, Ruby Trust Limited and Sovereign Group Limited, listed as directors and shareholders, alongside Thomas Wenanga, Kennedy Kipruto Kulei, and Joshua Chelelgo Kulei.
Some white people.
A former aide of the late retired
private investors, because they call them so. See them?
President Daniel Moi, Joshua Kulei has been adversely mentioned in corruption cases ranging from the Goldenberg scandal, in which the country reportedly lost a sixth of its GDP. He is also linked to a land-grabbing case involving parcels belonging to the Moi International Airport, Mombasa. In 2009, Kulei was accused alongside the then Eldoret North Member of Parliament and Cabinet Minister William Ruto, former MP for Baringo Central Sami Mwaita, and two.
And today is our president.
And now he's the president. Look at that. Exactly. That's why he's the president, Joe. So go back and all criminals. That's why they're there.
Other farms over the illegal sale of a piece of land in Ngong Forest to Kenya Pipeline Company for 272 million shillings in 2001. They were later acquitted of the charges for lack of evidence. And
so just recently, lack of evidence because people went missing. People started disappearing. Lack of evidence.
Kulei and
Crazy.
Kennedy Kipruto Kulei were accused before a Nakuru court of allegedly grabbing land worth 600 million shillings in Kabarak, Nakuru County. A similar search for 51 Capital and its subsidiary GPC Farm on the Registrar of Companies portal CR12 proved futile. However, a search through Aleph, a data platform created by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project OCCRP, reveals that its CEO is Joe Kariuki, a flamboyant but controversial businessman who seems to have a penchant for using online tabloids for publicity. Another search via Wayback Machine shows 51 Capital had a website between January 2021 and April 2022, around the same time the previous government announced the fertilizer subsidy program. The About Us page describes it as an organization keen on empowering the community through a CSR program dubbed Project You and I. It also lists products like PesaCoin, BoomCoin, One Child Coin, and 51 InvestCorp. Its Facebook page, also inactive since 2021, appears to suggest that 51 Capital's core business is cryptocurrency-related projects using PesaCoin as part of its education scholarships and loan plans.
My name is Joe Kariuki from Candy and Candy Records.
Kariuki was also the CEO and founder of Candy and Candy Records, responsible for various artists in Kenya and Tanzania, including the once popular Mr. Nice. He is alleged to have been jailed in Tanzania for 2 years following a case of fraud in 2017.
He's the CEO of the Candy and the Candy Group. Karibu sana Joe.
Asante sana.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic stuff.
In this morning show on K24 TV 3 years ago, Kariuki explains how he bounced back after his incarceration by investing in forex trading. He also mentions his past but unsuccessful ventures in the mining industry.
I met a friend of mine. He started teaching me forex trading. So I started running, here and there, about forex,
The guy's in forex. He's a thief.
And the money I had, I started trading. Right.
He's a Nigerian.
After I have
Oh, is he? Wow.
No, I'm just saying he's a Nigerian. Every time we see people involved in this, we just call them Nigerians.
I started trading and I started making money.
God, man.
2 years ago, through an online campaign on Twitter using hashtag #PesaCoinCult, Kariuki and his company 51 Capital were accused of running a cult-like cryptocurrency scheme that
I told you.
recruited
I already knew
CEOs.
when he was talking about it, I knew when he was. This is a con man. It's a con man.
Wealthy
man.
businessmen and politicians. So how did 51 Capital?
I'm in crypto. Man, if you don't get out of here, you're a whole con man.
A company that deals in cryptocurrency starts supplying fertilizer across the country. What is the connection between Joe Kariuki, Joshua Kulei, and the government?
I've never seen somebody. Kariuki, which one is Kariuki? I've never heard this person. We don't deal with any fertilizer at all. That is fictitious stories. Which is
So they are involved in the fertilizer scam. Scam after scam. And ain't none of them been to jail. Except when he did in Tanzania, they locked his ass up. So, I got to go to Kenya where it ain't as bad. They ain't going to lock me up here.
It is crazy. But that is the end of the first episode. The next episode we'll share tomorrow, family, on my show. Catch up the next episode tomorrow on my show on the Pan-African Bliss. I decided to get that off my chest. I feel a little bit easy now because, man, I couldn't sleep with that. I just can't understand personally the ignorance amongst us ourselves. It's just so hurting. I mean, I understand the
it does hurt.
I do understand the level of people don't get it, but it's how can you be this stupid trusting your government? I mean, how can you just why? First season, second season, you don't see a change, then you still go back to the same fertilizer because it has been subsidized. You won't take a risk, save 5,000 and try the organic, buy some real shit. Like, that is a business, and farming is also, people take farming as if it's just a normal thing. It is literally a business.
Farming is a $1 billion business.
It is, but it's crazy how Africans take it as if it's a joke, man. We have people who have lands here but don't want to take seriousness in their investment into farming. You need to risk, you need to get in your pockets, you need fertilizer, you need a lot of things. You need the seeds. And I'm not talking about the GMO seeds. You need to connect with the right people. Shout out to Wallace. You need to connect to people who are going to show you what is this. Personally, being honest, and again, shout out to Wallace. I remember there's a time
shout out to Wallace.
Place in Naivasha, and I saw the biggest. I've never seen any such big farm like that. That was in 2021. A very big farm in Naivasha. It was so big, producing all types of herbs. you're explaining to me how they, supply water on those plants. It was such an amazing, beautiful experience I'll never forget.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, man. My mind is blown. I'm not gonna lie. It's that is the least thing I expected.
Question, why don't you got a bunch of Wallaces in Kenya? That's on purpose.
Everyone wants to be a scammer again. That's the type of people we're dealing with. Everyone wants to be a scammer.
That's where the government was set up, Joe. We've set up to not serve African people. These are not accidents. This is
and also this is something that should have been called out also by you can see a whistleblower. One of them was working there, but how many have that confidence to come and speak like, hey, we need to educate people and understand our lives are at risk as a country?
Most Africans are scared, Joby.
See,
you know that. That's just the truth of it. Like you said, they didn't show their face because they were scared they might turn up missing. What do you think? Like you said, Ruto got in it. That was way back 20 years ago. Ruto was charged with something, and the lack of evidence. Remember, in the 2007, 2008 again, him and Uhuru was charged again, and they got away lack of evidence. That means people went missing, Joe. People went missing. They shut people up. People got disappeared because they're both guilty. They're both corrupt criminals. But he's not the president. That's why the CIA want him in there. He'll do what he's told. He'll do what he's told to do.
It is sad. I feel for the people. It's sad. It is sad.
I remember I told you that 3 years ago. I told you that 3 years ago. You think I said, Joby, once you start knowing stuff, I bet you start having a sense of sadness. I'm not gonna be sad, Keith. I said, okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. All right.
Oh man, and then I started out such a cry baby, man. I can't.
No, you're not a crybaby anymore. The crybaby was from your own trauma. It's not your trauma anymore.
I'm an emotional person even up today. I'm not gonna say that despite the trauma, but I'm an emotional person. That is my weakness. I'm not gonna lie. I am emotional. I don't like seeing people in pain. I don't like being in pain. Anyone hurting me. I don't like it, man. Because why?
Because you have actual humanity, Joby. It's called being a human, being a person of character on a wicked planet, and have an actual African humanity, because that's your nature. That's why.
At this point, I'm not even I'm just mad because of the ignorance, being honest, and I'm sad because of the ignorance at the same time. I'm mad and sad at the same time because of just the ignorance, nothing else. It's crazy. But anyway, the comments before we get to move on to the next conversation, which I'll be sharing a video showing about these illegal aliens who are walking out the US, but how right now this is destroying the image of the Black Americans in the United States. And right now we can see actually so many Sudanese who have flocked there, so many Black illegal immigrants who are there, and right now they're even killing, raping white women. And you know what image that is gonna be creating right now, especially towards the Black community.
Yeah. They'll say that's us. That ain't us. These are some African niggas that came over here that done. We're not going around raping no white women.
It is crazy. But yeah, shout out to Jiba Jaba again. Byron Scott, K. Williams left us. I hope you have an amazing day once again. Jiba Jaba was saying the math ain't mad thing. Manze, it's not. You're saying what about slash and burning the fields and crops rotation? Less fertilizer is used, if any. Does that happen in Kenya? Well, I've not seen that personally. The burning and slashing of the field, no. I've not seen that, being honest. I've not seen, because if it was to happen, I think I should take us back to the British controlled tea farm.
Mm-hmm.
Should have seen our people do that, but I've never seen.
Yeah, burn and slash. It's supposed to be healthy for the soil.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a farmer, so don't quote me, damn it.
I've not seen it, but Jibata also says that fake.
That's why I got Wallace, damn it.
Mm-hmm. You see that fake diatomicas at what the F using sand as a counterfeit. Yes. There are tomicas, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, kindly, if I'm not, pardon me. Earth is good for removing parasites and insects. I use it. Okay. But I mean, that is what they're using right now as fertilizer, if I'm getting it correctly. And I also see K. Williams was saying earlier, Joby, I hope he was not. No, I'm not part of the scam. Man, I wish I was, because, I mean, how easy is it to dominate Africans like this? Isn't it just
That's
so
the problem. Exactly. And that's what we're talking about. So now you woke, now you're too woke. Exactly. Now you understand why we're on the bottom, why Africa's dominated. Now you get it. Yes.
I'd be mad too. You know, for a minute I put myself in you guys' shoe, and I'm like, if I was not here, I'd be like, I mean, how is this dumb? How dumb are these people in the continent? Like, why, sand? You want to tell me you didn't play with soil when you were young? We knew the difference between loam, clay, and sand. You know, and we used to participate. We were highly participating in creation of land using the clay soil. And there's also how if you miss the clay soil and the loam soil, I can't remember the whole thing, but you can still do farming. If I'm not wrong, that is the clay soil and the loam soil. Sand soil, I think, goes along with the loam soil somehow.
Well, I don't know none of that shit. Thank you, Joby. I grew up in a city, Joby, so forgive me.
I can't remember the whole thing.
I'm ignorant.
I loved when it came to plants or anything to do with nature. I used to pay attention to the class, but anything related to nonsense, nah. I'm busy. I'm busy. Trust me. Anything, if it was anything to do with pollination of the flowers, or anything related to the soil and all, I used to be very interested. Find me not or active in chemistry. I don't know, we're mixing carbon what? I'm not. No. I want to learn me about the real shit. What am I dealing with on the ground? But yes, I also see Sinovia was saying that they what? Let me read that. That is a deliberate act, you called it, and you're saying that the company head should be brought to justice. I mean, they work with the system. How do you expect them to be brought to justice? Oh, if they try to bring them to justice, you'll hear the witnesses disappeared, or the people did disappear. They went on a vacation somewhere, You never
came back.
Yeah, you never know. Jaba says that crops fail the call for, you said, what you say, continue, or we can plan. I didn't get that comment, but also see Sinovia says that is anyone being held accountable for this? No. No. You're saying that I'm sure there are multiple people involved. Yes, including our previous president.
That goes all the way to the top.
And I also see Jaba says, I bet Mzungu farms received real fertilizers plus the subsidy. I
bet they have. I bet they did. I bet they did in Kenya. I bet they did. All the tea farms. That's why Joby said this is green and nice and lovely. I bet they did. Yeah. That's why they're there. What these bootlegs do. They give preferential treatment to white people who those lands were stolen. They didn't buy none of those lands in Kenya. Those lands were stolen from the people. But you better believe they got they subsidized fertilizer. I bet they didn't get no damn dirt and sand to try to grow tea. But sadly enough, the Europeans would have known this ain't no. What is this crap? What is this junk?
Would have even get out of here. Would have even sued our government for doing that probably, and in our country, because we see them. They sue our government for trying to do anything against them.
Of course.
Shit. And now Sisi Jabajaba says, as Ruto or Raila opposition spoken against tribalism, you expect them to? Nah. That is what runs them. Like, that is what rules them. That is what keeps them going and making people think that they are enemies of each other. That is what actually keeps the country going with the distraction and not understanding. That's why you always see us on the road all the time, fighting for what is right. But these people already know what is happening, because that is what keeps them going. So don't expect that jibba not anytime. So unless it's Joby, who has never understood what tribalism is, then expect us to have a talk, okay? Then that is fine. But I also see you saying that where is the third party independent?
Why Joby have assassination attempts after assassinate? Joby gonna be dressed like Ibrahim Traoré walking around Kenya with gloves on her hands, things all up over her face.
You can be touching me. Nah, you can be touching me. Nah, but you sure you're not even gonna convince me to marry me? How sure are you? How sure am I gonna, assassin being sent to me? Like, I'm not sure. So yeah, I must stay single. I must stay like that. I also see Majama says that where's the third party independent laboratory testing? Are they in it also? No, we've seen only the Egerton in university that there was the one that was involved and that guy. And I bet they couldn't go further because it's a secretive investigation. You can't go, disclosing information because you might be linking with the wrong people, might go report that you are investigating this scene or this crime. And the Sinovi also says that that's why it is so important to have chemistry labs and chemistry classes spread throughout Africa. Well, yeah, but not for me, being honest. I'm not good with that. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, I don't like messing with chemicals like that. I've told you guys that was last week. I tried them dyes, the hair relaxers, which I was really reading to you, which destroyed my hair. So I don't like messing with chemicals at all. Nah, I'm good. At all, no. And Jibba says that also the smell of the product will indicate its nature. Exactly.
That was Joby said. Smell. Exactly.
And you think it is some Chinese levels coming. Good job, Kenya. Man, this is beyond Chinese. Jibba, this is beyond Chinese. And good evening to you too, Drum Mosquito. Welcome again. Ricky Snow Karibu Sana as well. I see you saying that did this affect Caucasian farmer?
No, exactly. No, of course not. Of course not. In fact, no Caucasian farmers in Kenya. Not at all. Not at all.
It is. They didn't. And I also see John Mosquito saying that I didn't even get notification what is going on. Well, I was sharing a video. You can catch that on a replay. I'll share the rest of the part 2 tomorrow on my show. I was sharing a video regarding the scamming that our previous government did, subsidizing fertilizer for 5-something billion and only ending up selling sand to people, and it is just so sad personally to me how ignorant we are.
So ask yourself, General Mosquito shows up in here, right? We do the show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the same time. This Negro said he didn't get no notification.
I don't want to go there.
Make it make sense. He run up and down the streets of it. He run up and down the streets of England in the middle of the night. But he doesn't know how to figure out. We do the show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the same time. If you don't get a notification, because they're not going to get you, you just tune in by yourself. But that's the African in him. Told you, that's the African.
Mosquito, shout out to you. But I know you knew you were here, and that's why you came. So don't mind. But
that's the African. I can't get mad. Don't tell me we ain't the same people globally. That's the African in that nigga.
That is, you say that 1 for 2 them better better off using nothing. I know, you're using some sense. Better they use nothing. Use your own fertilizer.
How about you make your own? Exactly. They don't need. How about you got cow dung? You got cows everywhere in Kenya. How about you just make your own organic fertilizer? That's actually better. Their fertilizer is actually harmful to the soil. How about you make your own? But the white man doesn't want you to. He doesn't want you to be self-sufficient. That's why as you import the shit, it's cheaper to make your own and healthier to make your own. But you won't do it. I don't understand it.
It's crazy. Mr. BP Karibu Sana, you see the sun-dried cow shit.
Yeah, you rather run around buying bags of sand and say, shit ain't growing. Yeah, I guess not.
Cow dung fertilizer is amazing. Personally, also, I'm not gonna lie. I used to love playing with that cow dung, especially the fertilizer. When I was being told to make it, I just didn't like there's some things that work on it. I don't know, they're called what? The big ones.
Beetles?
The beetles. I didn't like the beetles. No. I didn't like that. And I also see
dung beetle.
Yeah, Jibba says that I use a lot of humic fertilizer, that tomicas, earth, molasses, and fish fertilizer, all organic. That's amazing. Oh, you're a farmer. That's nice.
Joby, yeah, they know that. But see, I'm saying, Joby had that guy he would have known how to do the fertilizer. The guy was talking about butt ass. Everything smelled like butt ass. You take butt ass, he put it into the soil, and it grows, and it grows stuff like butt ass around here.
I was gonna say, of course, they can't do anything without white people. Exactly. Jiba Jaba says that Joby, you live in a beautiful country. For now, I'm not gonna lie. After this, I just know I live in a beautiful house and I have a beautiful working environment. The rest of the world is scary. Yeah, you need to be conscious outside here. You can't just be walking blindly thinking everyone is thinking like you. People are so crazy outside there and so ignorant.
All of Africa is beautiful. It's not just
beautiful.
Kenya. Africa's beautiful. It's just corrupt as hell. It's beautiful. That's why I think the white man wants it. He's not there because he don't want it. He's not there because it's not beautiful. There because the land is beautiful and he wants it. That's why he didn't. The white man didn't get the sand in Kenya. He got the real shit. They get out of here with that sand.
And I also see Jerome Mosquito says that Joby leave Nigerians alone. Me bully? I'm not a bully, man. The bully that I've been seeing actually has been standing on the balcony every time, checking on me every time I walk out.
The Nigerian, the Nigerian guy.
Yeah. He's been picking up my time. I'm like, bro, why are you always on the balcony every time I'm out? Like, what?
He's trying to shoot his shot, Joby. He might take it back to the river.
I'm not paying rent the same as you. I need someone doing higher than me. Like,
I got you. That's right. I got you.
Yo, and I also see
he's already got skirt up in there, Joby.
Good luck to him. Zero says, with all the Kenyans greenery, what about using compost? Y'all could make tons of it. Well, if this is the level of mindset of our people, then talk to them. Maybe they can listen to you, because I don't get it. And also Sinoka says, John Mosquito says, where is Wallace? Is he in China again? Come on, did they live in China? I don't know when he was in China, but he's doing amazing. That's all I know. Sinovi also says that people will not leave Africa alone. I know. And I also see Jibajaba says, howling 50-pound sack out of a pit all day ain't no joke. Breaking their backs for a scam. I know. And I also see Sinovi is asking, is he the president? Yeah. The one that has been accused of being part of stealing lands and all that. Yeah. Is the current president of Kenya. Shout out to William Ruto. We love the man. We appreciate him. And I also see you're saying that is that criminal or the president of? Yes. Your question is very correct. But anyway, I'll finish with the rest of the comments as I get to share this video very quickly over here. Where we have this explanation of what has been happening, and where we're seeing the image of the black people in America being destroyed, claiming that this is this how he termed it. This dude termed it something.
Two disaster British aircraft carriers are the Queen Elizabeth and Prince of Wales. They're the
I know we're gonna buff. My internet is very bad today. I knew it. But anyway.
It is what it is.
Britain ruled the waves. These two inoperable tubs are so plagued with design and construction flaws from a diversity.
Man, I can be able to download it. It's roaming this slow.
So we got to do it. We save for later. And it's too bad today.
Equity and inclusive workforce that the capital ships qualify only.
Oh, no. Not going to let you play it.
Yeah, but it was
you got that Ghanaian here. You got that Ghanaian internet.
Nah, I don't know about the Ghanaian internet, but
It's bad. It's bad.
oh, okay.
Brown
Let me see. It's so bad. I wish I
racial
could do
stock that now dominates once
Man, and when I was watching it alone, it was playing.
predominantly white homogeneous Britain.
And it's the funny part about it about white homogeneous Britain. Right? Understand that white people were not from Britain. White people went in there and wiped out the original black people. Where they gone? White people are not indigenous to nowhere on the planet. They keep trying. They're not Europeans. They call themselves. There's no such place as Europe anyway. They made that name up. That's Western Asia because it's not a continent. They got power, made their own fake continent up. Because no such place as Europe. That's Western Asia. Because a continent is surrounded by a body of water on all sides. That's a continent. So Europe is not a continent. It's made up. It's West Asia. And these people came from Asia, walked into Europe, or walked into West Asia. They're not French. They're not Spanish. All these European countries, they're not German. They're not English. They invaded those lands. Those lands were formerly the African controlled those lands. They wiped out the Africans when they got there. Everywhere they go, they wipe out people. So they're not indigenous to no Europe. They're not call them Europeans. They're not no Europeans. They're Asians. All these people were created in Asia. And it's funny, all these people created in the same space and then all ventured out. All of them are Asian. The white man is an Asian. The Indian man is an Asian. The Chinese, the Japanese, these are Asians. They're all Asians. They're all Asians. Every last one of them. Ain't that? How'd you get so diverse look of a people all come out the same area? How's that possible? Think about it. Think about it.
It's a selection of who today runs Britain and neighboring Ireland. The Prime Minister of the UK, the First Minister of Scotland, Mayor of London, and Prime Minister of Ireland. All of them are of Indian or Pakistani origin. Leo Varadkar, the Prime Minister of Ireland, is a homosexual who oversaw same-sex marriage introduced into once devout Catholic Ireland, who now also champions abortion. If white replacement isn't real, how did this lot
Now he's telling the truth about who was put in there, but he's not saying who did it. Who's responsible for doing it? These bastards don't got no power. Indians ain't got no power. Pakistanis ain't got no power. Who put them there? See, got to get to the real power behind the throne. Or you just saying nonsense? Because these Pakistanis ain't got no power. Indians ain't got no power. So how'd they get there? Go ahead, Joey. And who runs England? Who runs England? Oh, the Rothschilds, the city of London. I showed Joe, but I showed them more. The city of London runs England. And the English are not allowed to be in there without permission. That's a Rothschild-backed thing. It's its own country inside of a country. Make that make sense. How's the city of London its own country inside of England? But nobody, not even a queen and king, can say anything inside the city of London. Because that's the Rothschild stronghold. That's why. That's who runs England and America and all that other shit. Go ahead, Joby. Not these Pakistanis. He's talking about the Pakistanis. Look at this guy supposedly born in these Indians and these Pakistanis. They're put there. They're put there. Go ahead, Joe.
Of votes to be elected. The answer is non-whites are fast becoming the majority in the United Kingdom and Europe. Mass invaders sneaking in across unprotected borders. If you're American, does this sound familiar? Of course it does. It's no accident. It's orchestrated.
Exactly. They're the ones who are doing it. That's true. Who's doing it though? Yeah, we know it's on purpose. Who's doing it? Say the name then. If you want to be so bold, who's doing it? We know it's the UN who created the UN. You know it's the city of London. Who's in the city of London? Say the name then, or shut the fuck up. I'm just saying it's the Pakistanis, the Indians. Who's doing it? Go ahead, Joby.
Men, women, and children pushing Mexican soldiers out of the way in an attempt to enter the U.S. It seems they were misinformed, said this Mexican official, telling our Telemundo affiliate they were told they would be allowed into the U.S. once at the port of entry.
They're not misinformed because pause that. I told you, family, the UN has got bases in Panama and in Colombia, bringing them in there, busting them up in here. That's why they got new shoes and new phones. They look like they've gone to no jungle. This is a plan. Who started the UN? Say cats with the small hats. So we know what's being done. The misogyny of the planet, the destruction. See, they needed to destroy the West to build up China. Okay? Destroy England, France, cripple them and break their back. And China's their new stalking horse. That's what you see going on. It's right in your face. And it's more, it's about, they weren't told wrong, moron. You got Jewish agencies down there today filling out forms and bringing them in here. This is done by the you-know-who. Everyone's doing it. But it's not going to work because that Chinese little miracle, China's collapsing on their stupid asses. So you people time is going to be up. And now, see, you woke up, you're wrong. See, black people say sleep too long. Take them along. But you start fucking with the white people. And they not going to be no dummies. They know what's going on. They're going to be coming for you. They know what's coming now. They see. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, you don't. And they called you out by names. They know who you are by names. They know that all our government's controlled by these people. Every last one of them. See, open genocide in Gaza. Can't nobody stop it. Why not? Because these are people that run this fucking world. Not no fake Vatican. Not the Illuminati. Not the goddamn fucking Jesuits or the Freemasonry. No, the cats with these small hats. That's why they can rape all those children in Brooklyn. And nobody goes to prison, have blood-soaked mattresses down there with baby carriages. What the hell you think is going on under the streets of fucking New York? Miles and miles of tunnels with fucking bloody mattresses with baby shit down there. But nothing's done because these are people that run this planet. That's why nothing's done. Okay? That's why nothing's done. So when they bombing innocent people in Gaza, and those people, I ain't got no camaraderie with them because they just as racist when they bring their ass over here. They're fake Palestinians too. They're not indigenous to those lands. See, all these people have invaded African lands. North Africa, Northeast Africa. They want to call it there's no such fucking place as any Middle East. That shit is Northeast Africa and was always African land. Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Oman, that's all African. All of it. Through history, it was all African. That's just a fact. You get mad, oh, why are you going to say the truth? Oh, my people. Give a fuck if it hurts your feelings. The lies you've told, that you're the real, that even these fake Palestinians or original Palestinians, they are not. They're not Palestinians, they're Turks. All the motherfuckers in North Africa are Turks. They're not even Arabs. The Arab is black. It was a culture that these white people, of course, they come and steal everything, now call themselves Arabs, which they are not. They are Turks from Central Asia, the steppes. That's where they come out of. They're Turks. The ones that call themselves Jews too, those are Turks. Mixed with Mongolian. They're not any kind of, they're Turks. Okay? They're Ashkenazim. They are Turks. Khazarians, they're Turks. So, what you really got ethnically is a Turk on Turk war. You got two Turks killing the Turks. You got Turks calling themselves Jewish, and you got Turks calling themselves Palestinians. But at the end of the day, the sneaky thing is that they're both fucking Turks. That's historical fact. But they want you to play into the lies that they created, these fake lies and shit. They're Turks. I'll call you what the fuck you are. You're a Turk. Go ahead, Joe. You go ahead and play this moronic. Hey, we don't know. They would lie to you.
Democratic Congressman Henry Cuellar saying the bridges were built for trade and tourism, and immigration is now stressing the system.
My district, South Texas, people don't want to see this. They want to see a orderly process.
Customs and Border Protection responding with barricades and additional officers to stop the migrants. The crowd, including migrants from Venezuela seeking asylum,
Venezuela.
Has been waiting too long at the border and couldn't delay anymore. This woman adding the phone app used by U.S. authorities to process asylum requests has not worked for her.
This type of situation does not.
Because I tell you, and this is you get lying ass Biden talking about. Well, now give everybody $400 American, but it's getting illegal aliens $5,000 a month. Getting the free housing, free food, free everything. Because Biden's a puppet of the cats with the small hats who run this country. That's why this is happening. It's not an accident. This is happening now. This surge is going on. How these people got the money? They're broke and fucked up in Central America. How they got the money? Who's funding that shit to come all the way up here? Thousands of miles. Who's feeding their ass? The United Nations. That's what's going on with the NGOs. You go down there, you see the damn Jewish organizations and all that shit that they're doing. So this is on purpose. It's not no accident. It's what you see. Because they needed to collapse the West. Somebody had to put this, I might have to put this on private because they don't get mad at me telling you the truth. Everybody knows, even white people finally know it. It was to collapse the West. Because if the West found out, see, white people are not like, but white people gonna want revenge. They're not like black people. Well, you know, let's try to love everybody. Shit's okay. Nah, fuck all that. The white man found out purposely this country was being destroyed that they stole by some other fake white people. There was gonna be hell to play. See, remember that's why they was hollowing out our military. I told you our military is not what it was 30 years ago. The cats with the they've been hollowing and out to make sure that there could be no reprisals against when everybody figured out, oh, they were building up China. China, as Trump says, China. It's China. China. Right? They got you all these years talking about the fake communism. Remember, communism, socialism, capitalism, it's all started by the cats with the small hats. So how can they be at war with any of these economic systems? Communism is fighting capitalism. We fighting the Russians. They created all of it. The same fucked up people created all these isms. Socialism, communism, capitalism. That's just the way they can hide their hand. That always fight our enemy, communism, when they're setting up a communist state. They set up China. They took it from an imperial country. Like I told Joe, the last emperor of China, that was an empire. They crushed his back and made his ass a farmer. Made him a gardener. You gonna garden over there, nigga. That's what you gonna do. You're gonna die poor and fucked up. So China became communist. Who funded the communist Chinese? Who funded that? Where'd the money come from? And why'd they pick communism? Oh, you go back, Frederick Marx. Oh, the cats with the small hats created the communism bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Then you go right now, them one building up China now, that's them. Because if they're our enemy, what country like America is supposed to, communism is our enemy? Who the fuck would send all their industries and build up a communist country and make them rich? A dirt poor country. Told you, China was poorer than Kenya 40 years ago. Who would take all their industry and give it to their enemy? Who would do that? Nobody. Unless it was purposely done to build one up and destroy another. Because they knew, like I told Joby, even though you print money from nothing, eventually that's not going to work. Your economic system is going to collapse. because you're printing money from nothing. There's nothing backing it, so it's worth its paper. See, remember, America's manufacturing gave weight to the American dollar because we were the #1 manufacturer on the planet 40 years ago. So through manufacturing, it gave the dollar some value. That's why the Chinese yuan's got value, because they're manufacturing. They don't got no resources there. They got manufacturing power. There ain't no resource they can back their money even with. There's no resources in China. Why do you think they have in Africa? But they can have value out their money because they manufacture stuff. It gives their currency value. Real things are being made. So understand what you're looking at. You're looking at it, and I'm telling y'all, man. I want to be honest. I saw this lady I seen on TikTok, this black American lady. Said, you Negroes are scared to go anywhere. You're scared, but you might not. You might just shit to get up the pot, because it's about to get even worse and worse. It's sad. I wish it didn't. I'm not the bearer of bad news. I want you to stay with you, because I know most black Americans can't afford to go to Africa. So I tell you, go to Costa Rica. If they come up here, go down there. Cost of living is cheaper. Get your ass to Belize, Costa Rica, Panama, something. Because I think they just raised our retirement age up to 70, didn't they? Didn't they just raise our retirement age up to 70? And that's why they want to get rid of TikTok. There's too much truth on that app. The narratives of lies are being broken down now. Okay, I know most black Americans. It's not that they hate it; they can't afford it. They don't got the money to leave, and they don't got the money to set up. Africa is expensive. Quiet as kept. Africa's not cheap. Africa's expensive because it doesn't make anything. Didn't have any manufacturing, so everything's price is high in Africa. I never sugarcoat shit to you guys. Well, ask Zenobia. She was in Ghana. I bet Ghana was expensive as hell. Wasn't it, Zenobia? It's expensive. Shit's expensive.
She said it's too late now. They are here, so what do we do now? That's a question.
What do you think you do? They're here. They're not leaving, and they're gonna bring more. So what do you do? Remember, we were destroyed 60 years ago with the MLK bullshit, with the let's integrate nonsense, and we got rid of they made us get rid of all our businesses. So we don't got no financial. See, to protect ourselves, we must have a financial base. So even imagine what we got now. Just like we got the same. The white man he does copy and paste. The cats with small hats, right? So we got fake leaders that we see as black that do not represent us, like they got in Africa. They're all puppets. They don't represent. They're only black in face and name only, right? They don't represent no black people at all. But now you won't even have the fake numbers to put bootlicks in office that don't do nothing for you, because you're not gonna have the numbers. The Mexicans, these Hispanics will. So you're not gonna have any black caucus. You're not gonna have any black mayors of any cities, because you don't have the numbers. You're gonna be outnumbered. Population is too high, so there won't be no more black mayors in LA, black mayors in Houston, black mayors in Atlanta, black mayors in Detroit, black mayors in Chicago, black mayors in New York. That's gone. That's going to be gone, because you won't have the numbers to have any representation or fake representation. So, and you bringing people that are hostile to black people, that hate us. So you're bringing a group of people that hate us, that are going to be put over. They already doing it now. They put it over top of you right now. You see in Chicago and the people screaming, how you give them all our resources? You ain't never gave us shit. They tell you, nigga, shut your mouth. You know how it is. Shut your goddamn mouth. How you gonna give immigrants stuff? You ain't never gave us nothing, and we the most hurting people. That's what African Americans are seeing everywhere. You getting your wake up call, because somehow you believe that this party that MLK went to really liked you, that they wasn't as racist as the Republicans. But now you're getting the dirty secret that they're both racist and neither one of them like you. That's why they never done shit for black people. And I'm gonna keep this 100 for all the fake sellouts, and these fake agents. That's all. These fucking fake ass Professor Black Shoes, Tariq, and Jason Black, no good fake ass, these agent ass niggas. And I say your name, but you won't never come after me because you know I'm the real thing. I used to put your name in the name. You won't never come to me. And I know you used to watch the videos because your name, every time my analytics came up, your name was in my analytics. So these agent ass Negroes got you believing in reparations. You're not getting no reparations. That's why you're getting flooded with illegal aliens. They have no solidarity with your plight of being a slave here. They don't give a shit about that. They got niggas back in their own country that were slaves and they ain't got nothing. They got black people in Colombia that were slaves. They got black people in Brazil that were slaves. They got black people in Panama that were slaves. And all these other Latin countries. They think they give a shit about you in America? Talking about your reparations? Motherfucker, I don't even like your black ass. Think I'm doing up in here. I came here to replace your ass. You seen family. When my hometown, when the Mexicans got what? They overcame us, right? Because we used to be the majority at the city council of Los Angeles. Now the Hispanics are, right? Because they got the majority numbers, right? What they do? Joby played the video for you guys. What they call us? These dirty goddamn nigger monkeys. We want their ass out of here. We're gonna get them out. We're gonna get these fucking monkeys out of here. No good dirty monkey. Ain't that what they call us? Dirty monkeys. Yep. Dirty monkeys. After we used to have control of that city with punk ass Tom Bradley when I was a kid. This old coon ass Negro. The mayor of LA. Right? Tom Bradley coon ass. But you won't have the chance to even have coons no more. Because you don't have the numbers to even pretend to put black people in power. And that's why they're flooding your neighborhood. Where are these Mexicans going? They're going to your neighborhood. They don't bring them to the white neighborhoods. They bring them to what? The black neighborhoods first. They gentrify your ass. Got them all in your old school houses. Like, be like, hey, we need some help. We're not giving you niggas nothing. Tell you in your face. Not giving you niggas nothing. You know you niggas. You know that. We're going to help these people coming in here who are half white looking. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So, with you not having any political, we know everything is political. You must have political power to change anything. You don't have the numbers for no revolution. So you can stop that black revolution shit in America. That's out of here. Everybody knows it. You only 50 million here. You got 300 million white people. You're about to have another 150 million Hispanics up in here. So you talking about some black revolution, that's out. You don't got the numbers. You ain't in Africa where they got the numbers. You on ground that you don't got the numbers. So all this reparations farce they talking, you're not gonna get it. And they just don't listen to people like Keith. He's a naysayer. Motherfucker, I'm a realist, idiots. I research, understand how geopolitics work. I'm not gonna tell people lies to make you feel good. I'm gonna say, oh, you're gonna give reparations when I know you ain't getting it. When is the white man, anywhere in history, giving black people anything? From Africa to America to Jamaica to Haiti to Colombia to Brazil. Anywhere you find this at, okay? I want you to give me one example where the white man's giving black people anything but genocide. I want you to tell me. Where have white people given black people anything that's been beneficial? Okay, I'll wait. I want your comments in the chat room before that Joe be out of here. Please tell me. We got 6 more minutes. We have hour and 54 minutes. So tell me, please, name me something that white people have done out the goodness of their hearts to black people. I mean, anywhere on the globe. You don't have to be anywhere. I'll wait. I'll wait for that.
I've not seen
He gave us Abraham Lincoln, that no good racist bastard who told you he said black people are supposed to be on the bottom. all through their propaganda, they tell, oh, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. He didn't want to free you. Remember, he told you, I wish I didn't have to free these niggas. Remember? He told you. They make all these fake propaganda movies. Oh, Abraham Lincoln helped the slaves. He didn't even like our black ass as president. He said, if I could keep these niggas enslaved, I would. But their movies tell you, oh, he's like, oh, slavery, we got to stop the slavery. That's all made up baloney shit. His real thing was that he hated us. He said, white people are supposed to be on top. Niggas are dumb. Remember, he told us we were dumb and stupid. We're niggas, we're black, we're dumb. Right? We're supposed to be on the bottom. That's what he said. Everyone's starting to sound like Dick Gregory talking about immigration. Well, what did Dick Gregory say about immigration? I don't remember. Half the shit he said was retarded anyway. Tell me what he said. I don't know what he said about immigration. Said
if reparations is solely based on race, then no, they can forget about not going.
Right.
Going to happen.
Exactly. That's never going to happen. The psychopathic hatred they have for us. They hate seeing any black people on top or doing well. That's why all our towns were destroyed. That's why they systematically put us back on the plantation. That's why they gave you that fake. The cats with the small hats gave you that goddamn Martin Luther King shit. Well, you went willingly to your doom. You gave all your businesses. You thought, oh, I want to integrate with the white man. You lost everything. So now, you're not going to have no political real estate. You have no financial real estate. So where does reparations and these things come from people who hate you? Huh? You don't have no money to pay off the white and the Hispanic politicians. Right? You don't got no money to bribe them. You got no businesses. And then you're not going to have no jobs because they ain't hiring your black ass. I've already told you the construction sites are full of Hispanics, illegal aliens. So you're not going to have the jobs, not alone the business, to pay for your representation. Hey, I'm going to pay you $1 million to try to push reparations. You ain't got no money to push nothing. They going to spit in your face and say, get out my face, nigga. I'm going to give you the harsh reality. You ain't going to like to hear that from me. It's going to hurt your feelings. I know Tariq and Jason Black and these other fake phonies been telling you might get reparations. They've been lying to you. I'm going to throw cold water on your face while you're butt naked. Let you feel the shock.
I won't do that.
I am joking. Sometimes you got to be rough on our people. All us slaves with guns is right. Something is over for folks. Yeah, in America, it's all. And that, remember, you guys got to understand history. Remember, after slavery, what did the white man say? Because remember, you guys, let's be brutally honest. Just like the African in colonial times. See, we don't know how brutal it was. They don't, colonialism was just as brutal as slavery, fam. Y'all got no idea. And what they did in Kenya with the forced labor, and just as brutal, right? So they couldn't say that to Africans because Africans are the majority. You know, even though they wanted to wipe them out, they couldn't. The Africans still exist. So what did they say after the Civil War? When these Africans were supposedly getting free, which it never was, but supposedly, right? They said, what is the Negro question? Because the thing they still didn't want you to hear. You still were throwing their sign. They look over and say, this nigga's still alive. He ain't enslaved. Motherfucker walking around here. He ain't picking cotton. And I ain't got a chance to fuck him and rape his ass. What's the Negro question? What's the Negro question? Remember, Negro question became genocide. Eugenics. Remember, pandemics. Eugenics, pandemics. Better know what time it is. That's when you get the eugenics movement. Because they need a soft genocide. Because at that time, remember, after the Civil War, you didn't have a bunch of white people in here yet. Remember, they were scared. Understand? All right, Joe, we put us up before she leave. We got, 2 more minutes? No, we're out of time. Remember, they put a whole lot of white people in here and gave them land. Do this, Joe. Just ask Google this. Say what year was the Great Migration of America? I mean the Great Migration of America. What year was the Great Migration? Or the Great Europe? Now we got one. Now I'm gonna say European. What year was the Great European? Yeah, go ahead.
1910 to 1970.
That's right. See, so all these white people in America just got here. They were not here doing slavery. So when black people got free, they said, oh shit, we need a bunch of white people over this motherfucker. And remember, they said, oh, we need white people from you. It's too many niggas. We can't. At that time, we had enough population to go to war with them on an even kill. We had the population. So they told their cousins. See, unlike you, they didn't say, oh, these are different tribes over in Europe. They said if you're from goddamn Europe, if you're from Italy, Spain, France, England, Germany, Sweden, Russia, whatever, bring your white ass over here. We're going to give you land. Remember, they gave them free land that they stole. We're going to give you land. We need a counterbalance to these niggas. All right? So the great mind, so it kills me. Black people have been here forever, at least 400 years coming out of slavery, right? When they kidnapped us, right? We got more title to this land than anybody white. And it kills me when white people tell us to go back to Africa. And they just showed up 2 days ago. But they don't be a hyphenated Americans. See, we African American, Black American, they're just Americans. Because they're white. Family just got here 2 days ago. Trying to tell you about the country. They families came during the Great Migration. Most of these fucking crackers you see walking around here weren't even here 100 years ago. They want to talk this crazy shit to you. There's a Great Migration because it was the Negro question. What do we do with these niggas? And there's too many of them. That's when you get Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood talk about, I got a solution for that ass. Right? That's right. I got a solution. Because the best way to kill a nigga is to kill him in the womb. You kill his ass in his mama's gut, in his stomach. Get his ass out of here. So this is the culmination of what they've been trying to do. This is what's going on. So if you know your history, you know what you're looking at when you see the surge of the border. Like, it answers two questions again. Because remember, them destroying your jobs in the late 1970s and late 1960s, early 70s. Remember, moved these jobs to China, it destroyed the black family. Because who had most of those jobs? The black man. He could support his wife, support his children, and his wife didn't call him a bum. Wife didn't call him a sorry-ass Negro. His wife respected him. But then when he lost those jobs, and he went straight to the bottom of the economic food chain, the black woman loses respect. There's a thing called feminism now being brought up to black women. The black woman's now told to leave the black man alone. He's fucked up. He's sorry you're not to listen to his ass. You're the head of the community. The black man is too weak. He's too stupid. He's too fucked up. You're going to be in charge. You're going to do what you want to do. Remember that? Anybody knows this? What I'm saying is the truth. If I'm lying, put in the comments. Tell me I'm lying.
As we wrap up,
I gotta get Joby out of here. Joby slick ass. As we wrap up, she know I talk forever. As we wrap up, okay, let's wrap up. Put in the comments though, family, if I'm lying. We know the separation of black man and black woman was perfect. Remember, because you were fighting in the streets. Remember, for these civil rights, you were fighting physical combat, and you were fighting. Remember, you the only one. Even the black immigrants don't realize you fought in the street to get their ass over here. Because you wanted some more number, because it was a zero policy of letting any more Africans in America. His policy was zero. But we fought in the streets, saying we need some more of our people in here. We didn't know they were going to be coons because we didn't understand the visa process. They weren't going to let no righteous Negroes in here. But they told them, hey, you better, the process, hey, these niggas you're going to meet in America, they bad. You stay away from them. You understand that? You don't, we ship your ass back to Africa. They're no good. They rotten. They all gangsters. They got butt ass disease and all kind of shit. Oh, man. Okay, Mr. White Man, I'm not gonna mess with them. So understand what's going on, family. I'm saying this is the genocide that they wanted, because as African people now we don't have any skill, like Joe just said. Do most African Americans know farming? Like just enough, even like Joby knows? No. Do most Black Americans know how to take care of themselves? Same way Jibba Jabba doesn't even. Do most Black Americans know how to start a fire? Know how to survive without white mommy or white daddy? Do they? The answer is no. They're too busy. Oh, what is Burner Boy doing? What is P. Diddy? Is P. Diddy having sex with Cassie? What? Who gives a shit? But you can't even goddamn grow the goddamn food to feed you, your wife, and your children. You know? Do you even know how to grow a tomato, nigga? I don't know how to grow no tomato. I know P. Diddy nasty. I know that. I know P. Diddy nasty. Sorry, guys. I know P. Diddy nasty. You know how to grow a tomato. Huh?
Jason
Anyway,
says we're good at burning things down.
Right, that's it. We get it.
That's a good one. That's true. That's true. Being honest, that's true. That's Black people.
Right. Yeah, we're good at burning. We're good at burning shit up, but not good at growing nothing. Got fucked up crops with goddamn fake ass fertilizer, all kind of shit we fucked up with. Anyway. Anyway, family, much love. Get Joby out of here. We've been on here 2 hours and 7 minutes, so let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
I might come back on. I might come back on tonight, fam. I'm pretty sure I might come back on tonight. 9 o'clock Eastern time, because I had fun last night. It was fun, you know. But at least I did one of my. See, but Joby sets it up as easy. I just get to come in. She does all the work. But yesterday I did it. You know, I did it just on my phone because I wasn't at home. But that's all good, fam. So much love.
Yeah, much love, family. The rest of the videos I was to share today, yeah, there are the links. I've shared the rest of the link of the rest of the video we were watching earlier about the illegal aliens. Joe Mosquito, I saw him laughing that people are calling them the illegal aliens. I mean, they are illegal aliens. And
Oh, they are
the
legal aliens.
video is which talks about the Jewish Democrats, which was we were to discuss, but we don't have much time. The Jewish Democrat promoting child sex dolls to pedophiles or
Wow.
pedophiles.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. It's about that tomorrow on your show. That's crazy. You're gonna be able to talk that on Camlish. Camlish ain't gonna know. Camlish say, hey, I'm Camlish. Shut up, nigga.
Yeah, we'll share that tomorrow on our show, or if you can catch the link over there and watch it for yourself there. I've shared the link. But much love, Asante Nisara, for those who have been asked through.
John Joby tomorrow morning. Ask. Yeah, John Joby in the morning. Ask her about the damn sick doll thing in the morning on her show. That's crazy.
About the what?
About the sex dolls.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow we'll share about that. But yeah, have an amazing day.
Much love, family.
Tomorrow we shall be continuing with our interview as we get to search the next radio.
Yeah, I want to see the. I missed all the interviews, man. I wish they would have recorded it. Some I missed. I was like, but I was too sleepy. I would like to see it. I'll be up today to see him tomorrow. Anyway, tonight, tomorrow, whatever it is, see him.
Yeah.
And family, much love. And don't put your penis in a doll, family, please.
Ooh, yeah,
Don't,
man.
don't, please.
Have a good
please.
day, family. See you guys tomorrow.
And that's you, Jenna Mosquito. Don't be selling no cucumbers to white women. You know what that's about.
Oh my God. Peace, family.